Hey, hey, hey. Hair looking crazy today. I'm going to turn this a little bit. Been a long day. For those that were on the live stream earlier, you saw me coming in and I went to where I thought I was going to be anchored for tonight. It was early, it was like 2 o'clock. And I put the anchor down and I was a little tired. So I thought I'd go down and go take me a power nap. And what I didn't do that I always do, and it about bit me, it's just a reminder, is I have Anchor Pro, and I did not set my anchor drag alarm. And the next thing I knew, I was laying here. It was getting rougher, and it prompted me to start looking for different anchorages, but I was still laying inside down below. And I found a nice one which is where I'm at. If you're looking off the bow of the boat, it's right up in front of there is a dock. And what's up? What's up, Tony Scott? And I said, let me just, I'll move over there. Now I was down below, and I get up and I come up. Freaking anchor been dragging for not a half a mile, probably woo. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Freaking idiot. Good Lord. That's the only boat I had come by me. I was wondering if there were going to be many. It's all right, girl. Go back to sleep. So that's what happens on boats. I pop up to figuring I'm going to go ahead and move. Yeah, I'm dragging half a mile. I'm passing a sailboat over there. So I still had a half a mile behind me. So I just cranked up the engines easy, took my time getting the anchor up. And I thought, well, the good Lord saved me again. So I got up and I moved. And now I want to show you where I'm at. And then I'm going to do a quick navigation strategy to show you what to do, what I do each day when I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to move to. See if that sun is going to blow us out. But I got videos both forward and rear of the boat. But let me first show you real fast where I'm at. So if those that seen the live stream this morning, I came and went in here and was anchored right here, over in here, over some sand, but it must have just been sand over rock because the anchor pulled and I was out here by the time I figured it out. So I shot back under here, worked my way over, all the way over, and I came out this way. Let's see. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah. I came through here and came in this little channel right here. And the reason is there's a dock and a sea-based ship store. I'm going to check it out. And if it's what I expect, and they got supplies, I believe you can come to these docks and get them. So we'll see. I'll let you know. But I came down and I'm anchored right here, actually, right near this post. These big power lines. I was marking a lot of fish under the boat. So this is where I'm at for tonight. And my destination for Thursday morning was only right up here at the Post Guard Inn, right here. And I'm already ahead of schedule. So I may spend a day or so here. We'll see how things work out. You often think things are going to be a certain way and ended up being something else. But so I wanted to do what I call navigation strategy. And let me see if I ever got this thing. also wanted to say here real quick, if you are not following me on Facebook on Good Times Adventures, do that. I'm gonna make a link here for you, because I often every evening I post pictures up on here. A lot of times I don't post pictures on YouTube. So for those of you on YouTube, and then I share them to my personal page. But I'm gonna put that in the comments, and I encourage you to follow me there on Facebook. And not everybody has it, but it's a good way. So number one, probably the most important one I use whenever I'm moving is I have a Garmin GPS. I've showed it on the live streams a few times, but that is my primary use tool. Now, I'm trying to get logged back into Nav, um, Navionics. Sorry, girls. I'm trying to get logged back into Navionics on here. I've been having some problems with it. They changed it from the first year in 21 when I was doing this, and you could just do it all from the computer. But there's a couple of apps that I wanted to show y'all that you should use. But let me first talk about Google Maps. The great thing about Google Maps is you can measure with it. So let's say you're over here and I was going to move to where I'm at now, here. So you can right click your mouse, hit measure, and then it'll put a dot, and then you can start dropping dots. You can scan in, and you could get a good exact, then you look down here, 5.39 miles. So if you're looking for a measuring tool, this is a good one. Navionics does it. But what is cool about Google Earth, and the other ones are catching up, but this right here, which is how I found this spot, is they have the businesses. And so this sea-based ship store, from what I understand, I'll stop measuring now. You can click on it like I did, and then you can see pretty much what they sell, and that'll help you. You can also search things like, from the map, you could search public docks. I often will do that if I'm looking for a public dock, and it'll show you. Down in the Keys, there's not a lot of them, but it will show you some public docks. There's one right there. This is the, what they call it, let's see. Pioneer Park, which is where I'm going if I was to type it in. But oftentimes not in the Keys, because the Keys intentionally don't have a lot of boat ramps. Let me type that. Something about the Keys down here, they want you to be in a motel. So they make it hard for you to get to the water. But a lot of these, obviously, these motels, you can put your boat in there. But let's see. I know that I'm going to search this Founders Park. And you notice it doesn't come up. Watch this. Founders Park. This is, if you're down in the Keys and Island Marada, this is one public park that you can put in. You see they have a boat ramp. It's also a park. It's also a marina. So FYI, it's one of the few places you can put in and park. You see they have trailer parking. So Founders Park is one of the few ones. They used to, let's see, right here where I'm at, there used to be one right here, and they closed it off. They're constant. They make it hard for you to get in the water in the Keys, but I'm not on a trailer right now, so that works out. All right, the next thing that I'll show again the Navionics when I get that one working. If it's working on the computer, let me just search to see if it came up. Yeah, they're making it hard. But anyways, I'll the next time I'm on, I'll show y'all this. But the Navionics web app is a way, but you can also do that from your phone. Let me go back to here. Let me stop sharing this. Of course, if you have a tablet, my tablet upstairs, which is acting as a camera, but there's Navionics, and it's a very good backup tool. I have it both. I have it both on my phone and on my tablet, and it used to be here on the the web app, but when Garmin bought it, they took it down. But I believe they've put it back. But I need to get it um, signed back in, and then I think I'll be able to use it, and then I'll show it. The other thing that you're going to look at, these are apps that I use, and I have a folder for my apps. The first one is My Radar. I'll write these down in the chat so you can see it. The next one's called Windy, and then, of course, Navionics. To me, these are the absolute best. Now, the good thing about My Radar, it, of course, will show you like the temps and all that. But the best part of this tool, and you see there's some storms up in 10,000 Islands area. The other day it was that way. But the best thing about this tool is how it is the fastest. The best thing about this tool is how fast it loads and will update your position. It automatically pop up. You can also pull down and look day to day. Well, that didn't work. Yeah, you can pull down and look day to day. Now, they don't have this on the computer, I'd be showing it to you. And you can look. Daggum, the sun's killing me. You can look day to day at what the temperatures are going to be, what the percentages of rain. And then windy, I'll go to windy. It's loading up. Windy will show you how the winds are. That green, if you notice all that green down here on the keys, that's why it's been so darn windy. Now you can open that up. I'll open it up to where I'm at, and it'll show you the direction of the wind. And the best thing about this one is how you can move forward in time. And it will show you very well how to move. You can move forward days in advance, and it'll show you what it's doing. Let me tell you about this one. It saved me because Windy, this app, I can see a storm before they ever start talking about it. I think it uses the European model, so it picks up hurricanes well before anything else. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to type real quick in the comments. I suggest you get these if you're doing the loop, is My Radar. Can't spell. Windy and Navionics. Those are the least that you should have. And to me, you've got to have a laptop. I couldn't survive without this laptop. you're going to see when I'm looking for parts. I'll just tell you an example. Today, trying to get it off of that. Today, I got in the boat and the daggum AC wouldn't come on right away. First thing I did, because I ain't sleeping without AC, that's a trip ender. So I got on and started looking at the Home Depot down in Marathon in case I had to get to one. And fortunately, I got it figured out. But so I'm just telling you, a laptop to me is essential. Of course, you don't have to have the Starlink like I've got. You could power it off your phone. But to me, a laptop on a long trip is essential. That or a tablet. A tablet does the same thing, or an iPad, whatever you got. So with that, these are all mud clubbers I see here in the chat. If you're interested in joining the mud club, we chatted a little while ago. They always get first access, and I send them out a link on the cell phone, and they know. But I'm gonna show you a quick banner. It's the best deal. Getting exclusive behind the scenes content, member only live streams, and you're part of this community, as you can only see when you get in the inside. But also, I am someone's joined today, and for all my mud clubbers, I'm gonna do a 360 tutorial tomorrow. I'll have a lot more time in showing how you can follow along live. That's one of the benefits of the mud club. Okay. All right. So what I'm looking at tonight and tomorrow is not going to be a whole lot. And the next day, I'm pretty far ahead of schedule, actually. I'm meeting up with some people from my church on Thursday. We're going to go out to the lighthouse and do some snorkeling. I'm going to try to get connected to my GoPro so I can show you some of that. But that, I think, will be Thursday afternoon and Friday. So after that, I'm moving on forward. I thought I was going to be able to run back to Polk County, but it's going to be too hard dealing with the boat. So I'm going to be moving on up. So Port St. Lucie is the final. I needed to do 20 miles a day. And today I did, let me see, I think I said 33. That's another thing Navionics does. 33. See there? It shows you, keeps up with your miles, your track, and all that. Definitely. And Navionics is about $50 a year to download the maps. The app's free, but you need the maps. Money well spent. So with that, hey, what's happening, Teresa? Yeah, and a credit card. You definitely need that credit card. Mine's squilling lately. But I got to tell you, I'm happy with Good Times 2.0. Shoot, I did a calculation the other day. I'm not sure I made a mistake. It said 3-something miles per gallon. I just find that hard to believe. Next time I top off, I'll check it again and we'll see. But anyways, with that, I'm going to end it up. Not sure that I'm not moving tomorrow, so if something changes, I'll do a live stream on it. But other than that, I will be seeing y'all real soon. Teresa, let me show you. Let me give you a link then. You need to join. I'm gonna put a link right here, right to the actual Mud Club page. It should work. Let's see. If not, I'll send you one over the phone. But for everybody else, if you go to michaeljsteen.com, this might be what's throwing you. If you went to the website, you have to look up to the top left and it says store. But this is an actual link, should be. If you copy and paste that in your browser, it goes right to the page. But if you go to michaeljsteen.com, I'm about to make a little video to show people. Click on store, and then it'll go to it. And on the front page of that is the Mud Club. So, anyways, low ready. Yeah. I want to, that's another reason I want to get out and get my camera going. This is probably the first time I'm gonna get a good sunset. Yeah, it looks like it's not gonna drop behind that island. I gotta go out there and look, but I've not got a good sunset because of where I've been behind an island each time. But anyways, glad y'all can make it. Good, Bruce. Okay. Yeah, follow on Facebook, Good Time Adventures. I'll post pics. I post there every night. Some just like what I got on the phone during the day. Can't really do that on YouTube. You can, but it doesn't show up like it does on Facebook. So follow there on Facebook, and I'll see y'all later. I'm going to keep this thing going. Y'all have a good evening.